All right, still no official word on when Kawhi Leonard is coming back to action. Our latest report has the Spurs targeting next week to bring him back, but listen to this. This story is so strange. Earlier today at Shoot-Around, Tony Parker was asked if Leonard is doing more than 3-on-3 these days, because, you know, he might come back next week. And Tony says, I have no idea. He's not practicing with us. Zach, what is happening?
Well, he hasn't been practicing. That's not a surprise.
Okay, but again, if it was, first the report was that he was going to come back today, and then it was like, no, he's not quite ready. But if he was possibly even going to come back today, and now we're looking at the weekend or the beginning of next week, shouldn't he be with the team in some fashion, 3-on-3, something?
You would hope so, but this has been a strange situation all year, and it's just going to get stranger. If not for Markelle Fultz, the eyes of the world will be trained on the strangest story in the NBA in San Antonio.
I think this is eclipse. This is Kawhi Leonard. This is Markelle Fultz.
I think he's stuck between a rock and a hard place because think about this. The Spurs are not in the playoffs right now as we speak. And then when you look at the Spurs, you're talking about a team that's contender. And for the last 20 years, you're talking about them as a contender. Now, if he sees that they're not contending and just trying to make the playoffs, maybe he sits out and say, look, I want to be 100% maybe coming next season. This is a big summer for him. He can sign huge deals. So for him to go out there and maybe get hurt again and be on a team that's probably not contending this year, he may have to take a step back and say, you know, I have to think twice about this.
Okay, but if you want the Supermax, you want the
He's getting the Supermax.
How can this, if he sits out the whole year, and there has clearly been tension and fraying, as Woj has reported, over his rehab. That's what it's about.
Somebody's going to give it to him.
But only the Spurs can give him the Supermax.
Right.
That's right.
But if that happens, what are the Spurs supposed to do? How can you offer the Supermax in that scenario?
If he doesn't come back at all this season, would you offer Kawhi the Supermax?
If I'm San Antonio, I'm offering him the Supermax.
Right.
That's uncharted waters. I don't know what you do, but if they don't offer it, or if they offer it and he somehow doesn't take it, which would be crazy, you know, we'll see.
Right, and that's why I keep saying, look, I know you're talking about playoffs, but I think Kawhi coming back at the end of the season really isn't about the postseason.
Right.
It is about once he's on the court, once he's playing with his teammates, he's reintegrated, he's listening to Pop for coaching, doing all of that. Then he is more part of the team again, and it makes this summer much easier. If he doesn't come back, playoffs or no playoffs, I think then we could see this get even more dramatic, and even more weird.